Oh, hi, I'm Noelle. Sorry about that mic rub. And I am going to get started back with the YouTube thing again. And if you want to get just to the workout, here's the timestamp for when that begins. I get it. Sometimes I'm ready to move too. But for the rest of you guys that are wondering like where I've been on YouTube, I've just been running my business and been working one-on-one and sticking with social media on mainly Instagram and my online groups that I run, and I have an online platform for that. And so all that's been really working for me. And as much as I want to do all the things, some things had to get left out along the way, and YouTube was one of them. But I'm about to start running the Upgrade Labs franchise here in Charlotte. And since then, since all of that has been underway, I've been training less, and I miss it so much. So I was thinking, what about if I make weekly YouTube videos and I start a community here, like, because this YouTube gives me such an awesome opportunity to be able to do that. Once a week, post a video, start a community here, and this can be another way for me to feed my passion in training, which I'm still doing, but just, again, not as much. So that's my plan. Weekly videos. Let me know in the comments what you guys want to see. I can't wait to hear from all of you guys and connect to all of you guys. And the intention for my workout today is to help you guys connect with your core musculature and to get you guys connected with your breath so that you move through your day today with more ease, with more pleasure. Okay? And it's really just that simple so that you feel better. Okay, let me know what you guys think about the workout. Let's get moving. All right, let's begin in table. So place your palms right underneath your shoulders, okay? So not like so, and not way over those fingertips like so. Get those shoulders in line with your wrist. And now, internally rotate your triceps, and the biceps femur, so that you're drawing in, and draw your lats down your back like they're sitting in back pockets in your back body. So the neck is long, shoulders are drawn away from the ears, hips are over your knees, okay? So find, if you can, work out in front of a mirror or set your phone up so that you can see yourself. That's helpful. All right, so hips right over the knees, press the top of your feet into the ground. And here, just hold. Every time you exhale, I want you to draw your shoulders closer to your hip points and hip points up toward your shoulders. Find the transverse abdominals here. Exhale, squeeze that waistline tight. Good. Inhale, expand. Exhale, squeeze the transverse abdominals tightly. Those are your core set muscles. So really, really find those abs. Squeeze the space from ribs to hips. Inhale all the way down to pelvic floor. Come on, find those muscles, and then exhale, draw that breath up from pelvic floor, through the mid-abdomen, up through the spine and out through your nostril tips again. Inhale fully all the way to pelvic floor. Exhale, squeeze abdominal wall tight. Good, and begin your cat-cow, so round for cat. Exhale, lift the chest for cow. I used to do this when I was younger and be like, what's the point? Why are we doing this? This is so easy. And now that I've had kids and I'm 40, I'm like, oh, it feels so good. Inhale to lift your chest, cow. Exhale, round, tuck your chin to your chest, cat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Through both movements, you're pulling those shoulders away from your ears. You can go slower, faster than me if you need. Find space throughout each vertebrae here. Oh, I'm sore in my side body too. Inhale, exhale. We're going to start vacuum breathing now. And when you vacuum breathe, and we're going to do it in that table position, you're going to find the lowest part of your belly and draw in as tight as you can. So imagine your hip points drawing together, transverse abdominals drawing together, drawing your belly button as far up and in toward your spine as you can possibly get it to go. You're going to expel all of your air here, okay? You're going to take small sips of breath while you're in your vacuum hold. They're going to come through the back of your neck because we are going to close that throat Diaphragm 2, just by tucking your chin towards your chest. Okay, so chin tucks toward the chest, abdomen rounds, and then even the pelvis rounds too, okay? So take a deep breath with me. Inhale, exhale normally, and then we'll begin together. Inhale, exhale, begin. Round the spine, tuck your chin to your chest. Try to find the lowest part of your belly that you can allocate. Let it go. Inhale to lift. Exhale to round and begin again. Tucking your chin to your chest, draw your shoulders away from your ears. Come on, drawing all the spinal muscles back down toward your pelvis. And draw in, draw that abdominal wall in. And let it go. Sorry, I can't talk while I do that. You shouldn't be able to either. Like I said, eventually you'll learn how to get those small sips of air during your vacuum hold. Because at first it'll feel just completely restricting. And you do, again, want to effort to push out all the air possible. You guys ready again? Inhale. For cow, exhale, cat, and vacuum hold. Draw your chin to your chest. Eye gaze is up at your belly button. Good job. Lifting through cow. Yeah. All right. And then rock your hips to and fro. Man, I'm so sore everywhere. I did Murph this weekend for Memorial Day, like I always do with my brother. We actually had the kids join too, but I can still feel it. All right. And it's Wednesday. We did that on Monday. I mean, that's typical. All right. From here, again, you're stacking your shoulders over your wrist. All right, and really lock out your elbows like you have no elbow. Energetically draw all your muscles upward toward the ceiling. Okay, and then tuck your toes. Knees are right underneath those hips, and now lift your knees, hold. And try to hover your knees just about an inch, keeping your hips in line with your shoulders here. Eye gazes forward, hold. 10 more seconds. Keep holding with me, squeezing the transverse abdominals tight. Now bear with me. Knees go out, draw them in. Out, draw them in. Use the inner thighs to draw up and in. Inhale, exhale. Keep your shoulders over your wrist. If you've moved forward or backward, take note. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Three, two, one. Good work. Sit back and shake out your arms. Maybe you guys are less sore than me. Maybe that was easy for you. And you're like, hey, I can do more. I'm saying hi to neighbors while we train. All right, cool. Now walk your hands out like so. Bend your elbows. Keep the lowest part of your belly drawn in. Keep a neutral spine. So that's going to mean like tucking your tailbone slightly. All right, and then press your elbows into the ground. Hairline on your forehead is going to hit the mat. Okay? And then put your hands in prayer and then let your thumbs hit your spine. Now energetically draw back toward your tailbone. Continually pull the lowest part of your belly in and breathe. How long can you make your spine? Whole spine in one line. Make sure you're not caving your chest in. Lift it up slightly so that if you looked at yourself in the mirror, you would see that your spine is in one straight line. From top of the forehead all the way to your sits bones. Inhale, say ha. Again, inhale through the nose. This time exhaling, saying ha through the back of your throat. Good work. Come on up. Adjust my pants. And then find your way into plank. All right, pressing up through the back of your knees, drop your hips. And here I want you to tuck your tailbone under, push it out. Tuck your tailbone under, push it out. Tuck your tailbone under, push it out. Now imagine that the perineum, that's the space between your vagina and your butt. Guys who are doing this, between the balls and the butt, come on. Hopefully YouTube doesn't flag me for those terms there, but that's that space, and you want to imagine that that space right here, see how it's looking like behind me? Tuck it under so that it's looking down between your thighs, like if there was an eyeball there. All right, that the eyeball would see down between your thighs. Now squeeze. Squeeze the hip points together. So no more tucking and pushing out. Finding that neutral tailbone position. Use your glutes here and breathe. 5 seconds, you've got this. Draw your quads up into your hip points. Breathe. Relax your face, relax your shoulders. Breathe. Good job. Come on down. Press back into hero's pose. Inhale, arms go overhead. Exhale, hands come down by your side and reach your arms forward. Get yourself into an assisted side plank here. Now inhale, reach your fingertips away from your toes, and exhale, bring it up. Now imagine that there's 2 walls on either side of your body pressing all of your joints into one line here. Okay, so I'm not coming forward, I'm not leaning too far back, I'm not having my head come forward. Try to stack your joints so that they're in one line here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, reach. Inhale, lift. Oh, let this feel good. Really stretching through the side body here. How about we hold? Hold and lift. Turn your chest up toward the ceiling just slightly. Down. Reaching through that opposite side body. And exhale as you lift. Inhale, lower. Hold. Hold on this side. Turn your face up towards your armpit like so. And try to pull your shoulders away from your ears. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. How long can you be in this side body? Draw your abs in, ribs down. Good work. Bring the knees together. Inhale, arms go overhead. Exhale, switch sides. And here we go here. Inhale, arms go overhead. Exhale, squeeze. Again, through the transverse abdominals. Inhale, overhead. Exhale, squeeze. Obliques are working too. You're using rectus abdominis in the front to keep those ribs closed into your hips. And you're using all kinds of tiny muscles around the pelvic floor and in the hip space, even the glutes, to keep that pelvis in a neutral position. So take note, have you come forward too much? Are you pushing out too much? Where is that eyeball, that's in the perineum? It should be facing straight down to the ground, okay? So do a little self-examination, a little self-check. It's okay to use touch if you need to. If you're like, I don't know which way my perineum is facing, then use touch. I won't, because I'm not prepared for that on this video right now. Keep lifting. Inhale. Exhale. Now let's hold here. Really finding length through the side body. Lift your chest up toward the ceiling. Turn your chin toward your shoulder. Look up. Good. And imagine again those walls on either side of your body pushing all of your joints into one line. Lift up. Keep breathing. Good. Just a couple more. And one more. Nice and fluid. All right, feels good. Okay. Ooh, okay, lay down on your back. All right, here you can place your hands on your pelvis Inhale to tuck your pelvis under. Exhale to push it out. Inhale, tuck, and getting rid of that gap in your back. And then push it out, creating the gap between the floor and your back. And exhale. Inhale, try to fill all the way to the pelvic bowl and hold. Inhale, hold the breath just right at your pelvic floor. Keep letting the pressure build. Come on, keep holding the breath. And then exhale, let it go. Inhale, push your pelvis outward. Okay, so the eyeball that's on the perineum is looking straight ahead, like between your heels. Inhale to the pelvic bowl. Hold. Keep letting the pressure build. Yes, you can. Hold your breath longer. Bringing back a lot of sensation to that area that might be numb. And now exhale, let it go. Again, inhale all the way to pelvic floor, pressing equally between each foot. Hold the breath. And then exhale, let it go, and let the energy rise from pelvic floor up through your abdomen, chest, heart center, throat, and then up through the nostril tips. Good work. Now tuck the tailbone under. Bring the knees so that they're hovering just over the hips here, and try to keep your toes in line with your knees. Now, arms go overhead. We're in a dead bug position, and we will hold here. Now, this is hard to do. You guys can make this easy, or you can get your workout in today, or warm up, whatever you're using this for. Just some movement, guys. It's always good for us. And we're just gonna hold. So now press the back of your shoulders into the ground. So see how I could be like this, but instead I'm pressing the back of my shoulders equally into the ground. Now tucking my tailbone at the same time is challenging. Keeping my knees hovering over my hips is challenging. Fingertips are over my shoulders, that's challenging too. So don't bring them back over your nose or your eyes. Now really stretch out from shoulders to fingertips. Really stretch up from hip points to knees, and then out through your toes. Breathe. Every time you exhale, squeeze the abdominal wall more. So from ribs to hips, you're squeezing, and then through the transverse abdominals, you're squeezing this way too. Remember, the transverse abdominals run laterally across the core. So they're like a corset. Squeeze that waistline. Inhale to pelvic floor. Exhale, squeeze through the midline of the body. Eye gaze is down through center chest line. If you're wondering where to look, you can look between your toes. This is essentially the same thing that we did when we were picking our knees up, when we were in tabletop, but just in the lying position. Hitting the same muscles, but in a different way. All right, inhale, reach your arms out, palms facing down, squeeze your legs together first, okay? Now try to keep them over your hip points as you tick-tock. Knees are in line with the hips. Inhale. Exhale, bring it up. Inhale, drop the knees. Exhale, bring them up, tracking over the hip points. Squeezing through center line. Don't let those knees come apart. If you're a beginner and they do come apart, it's okay. This is just what you're working toward. If you're advanced, then you need more. It looks like this. Exhale. You guys can hear my breath. Sorry for the deep breathing into the microphone. Exhale as you come up. Inhale down. Exhale as you come up. Added challenge if you have straight legs or even just knees to keep the opposite shoulder down, rooted. If it's coming up, then you need to lessen the movement a little bit by just not going as far over. Or if you have straight legs, try landing the bent legs first and keeping both shoulder points anchored on the ground. Keep tick-tocking. Exhale as you come up. Come on, how much control can you show here? Slow, controlled movement. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Now extend one leg straight. Grab hold of that leg and draw your upper body up. So this is, can't adjust, just like a scoop, okay? Shoulders drawn down your back. Elbows drawn in towards center line, into your body. You see? Now eye gaze is down at the lowest part of your belly that you can find. And exhale, concave that belly. Really squeeze the hip points together. Just imagine all the muscles between each hip point coming together the more that you exhale. Shoulder blades are off the ground. Use touch therapy if you need to. Again, say to yourself, okay, can I find these muscles right here? Last breath. Okay. Inhale, reach your arms overhead to release the head and neck. Eventually, as you get stronger, you won't feel those muscles working as much. Lift the left leg. Exhale, let out all that old stale air. Find the lowest part of your belly that you can allocate, okay? Use your fingers if you need. Shoulder blades are off the floor. Shoulder blades are drawn down away from your ears into back pockets in your back body. Exhale, squeeze ribs to hips. Exhale, squeeze transverse abdominals together. Good. Inhale, arms go overhead. Exhale, windshield wiper, just slightly, just a spinal twist, really. Good work. Press your feet firmly into the ground, okay? So they're pretty close to your booty. And here you lift up just slightly. Reach your fingertips to the outside of one heel and then the outside of the other. So you're tick-tocking back and forth. Use your hands if you need to make sure that the transverse abdominals are engaged, squeezing, and then squeezing, okay? And then eye gaze is pretty much up at the ceiling. Keep breathing, drawing your abs in. There should be so much intra-abdominal pressure here. Palms can be facing up toward the ceiling, that's okay, or facing downward, however you feel it best. Try to relax the neck. Relax your face. This is a small movement, and release. Good work. Inhale, arms go overhead. Exhale, hands go down by your side. Lift up your bum and lift your legs up. Now here I want you to externally rotate your shoulders downward so that they're pressing into the ground, and press your palms into the ground as well. Inhale, reach your toes up to the ceiling and squeeze your legs together tight. Exhale. Inhale again. One more effort to squeeze through center line. Got like a mermaid tail here. Good. Now lower. Just a little bit, okay, at a slight angle. And lower. Just a little bit again. Can you be long? Be long from the center point between your hip points all the way through your inner thighs, between your knees, between your heels, and between your big toes. Again, lower. The minute that your thoracic spine comes off the ground, I just want you to stay there and hold. For anyone else who needs to go lower, continue to lower. Eye gaze is down to your toes until you can't see them anymore. And then just hovering off the floor, rock, rock. 3, 2, 1. Did you guys feel that? Oh, I feel that. I want a little bit more. You can go ahead and start to come on up if you would like to. Keep squeezing through center line. Squeeze through your legs. Again, just a couple more breaths here. Exhale, squeeze through center line, like you've got a mermaid tail. Squeezing through inner thighs, knees, heels, big toes. Good. Now open your legs up. That feels good. Exhale, close. Inhale, exhale. So you're going to alternate which foot is in front. Open, close, like scissors. So the perineum, if it had an eye on it, it would be looking straight out. So if you're like tucked over like this, watch out for that. Or if you've got the sway back like so going, watch out for that too. Press your thoracic spine into the ground, okay? So keep that neutral pelvis. Keep squeezing ribs to hips throughout all of this. If it helps you to lift your head and neck, because after a while, once you get stronger and you stop pulling on those muscles in the head and neck, you'll feel the intra-abdominal pressure a little bit more if you lift your head and neck off the ground and the top part of your shoulders. Squeeze, squeeze. Look at your inner thighs if you're up here with me. Make sure they're the ones that are working. All right, and so top part of the thighs and low part of the belly here is what's working. 5, 4, 3, keep breathing. 2, 1, good work. Let it go. Lift your booty up, hip bridge. Okay, work your shoulders underneath your chest. like so. Draw the back of your neck long. Chin is tucked towards your chest, but you're sucking in that double chin as best as you can. Good. Eye gaze is down through center chest line, down through your cleavage, all right? Or lack thereof. Little girls, big girls, all beautiful girls, looking down through the girls, all right? Through the abdominal wall, center line of the body, through the knees. Press your palms firmly into the ground. Keep lifting your chest. Squeeze your booty. Energetically feel those knees drawing toward one another. Draw the arches of your feet upward. Good. Exhale, squeeze ribs to hips so that you don't become disengaged here throughout the abdomen. Good work. Lower down one vertebrae at a time. Lift your heels up. Should have said that first. One vertebrae at a time. Tailbone is last. Oh, it feels so good. Lift up your right leg. Draw it over your left knee. Bring that knee in. Figure 4. Breathe. Oh, I'm so glad you guys came here to work out with me today, or just move with me today and find your breath. That is my motive here, to help you guys find your breath. Back of the neck is long. Continue breathing all the way to pelvic floor. And back up again. Eventually, you know, I'm so sore from Murph. So worth it. Eventually, you want to work your two knees into one line. Good, and release. And switch sides. Okay, so I'm already giving myself a start by pushing the top knee away. All right, then start in like this. Boom, and then bring your knee in. And if you can't grab your shin, grab the back of your leg. Or if this is all you got, that's okay. You could also do this up against a wall and push your foot up against the wall here. So many options for figure 4. All right, now push your hip points in one line. So if one hip has started to come up, push it down so that both those hip points are in one line. You can feel the muscles right around here pressing downward. Okay, and then you feel this upward pulling, this stretch through the back of the thigh. And when you're ready for more, you can draw that knee closer and then push the top knee away. This, of course, can also be done in pigeon, just lying on the floor. Breathing all the way to pelvic floor and back up again. Good work. Let it go. Inhale, extend. Left leg straight, right leg falls over, left side of the body. And breathe, looking over your right shoulder. If you're still with me, let me know in the comments below. You know, I'm just getting started with these YouTube workouts again, and I'm so excited about it. And I want to know what you guys like and what you want to see. And if you're still with me, if you like these shorter bursts of movement just to connect with your core and your breath, or if you guys would like something a little bit more intense, let me know. And here we twist. Some of you guys know we're about to open Upgrade Labs here in Charlotte, the first location. There will eventually be 3. And so I'm transitioning from training, full time, to doing that, and I miss training. So having YouTube videos out once a week and just connecting with community through this avenue, I think will be so good for me. Because I already miss training at the frequency that I used to. Inhale, reach your fingertips overhead, but it's time for change, and I'm ready for it. I'm so ready for it. This is a really exciting new thing we've got going on here. Reach your fingertips away from your toes. So you're stretching from belly button to fingertips and from belly button to toes. Really, really stretch that full body. Inhale. Exhale, shoot up. If you have back problems or if you're postnatal, you would lie on your side and then press yourself up like so. okay, as a safer way to come to a seated position. Okay, thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope that this got you connected with your breath so that you move more slowly and intentionally throughout the rest of your day. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.